The Wood Shop is sponsored by these fine companies and viewers like you. Welcome back. I want to wish everybody happy 4th of July. All right, the Yin Yang bowl I did Friday. And again, it's 10 inches around, it's maple and walnut, and about 1.75 inches tall. The seam on it is just flawless. Mike did a fantastic job. Thanks again, Mike. And somebody asked me if I was gonna put it up on Etsy, and I am. Once the wood settled down, it kind of stood up a little bit in a couple little spots on it, so I'm going to do a final sanding on it, and then I will put it up for sale there. I had two questions too, and one of them was why I did the dots after I started turning it. And it's because it's really hard to get, if you're doing like a 2-inch tube, it's really hard to get it parallel all the way down. So if there was a little bit of a taper to it, and depending on where you're going to stop as you start to turn into the bowl, it might be off a little bit. So it's easier to get a little 1/2-inch disc parallel, a lot closer, and that way you can just tap it in. And the other question was how I got it parallel. So I brought it down as close as I could. I just used a little block like that, put 100 grit sandpaper on it, and just got it to just barely fit in there, and I went ahead and tapped it in with the mallet. But that's how I got those close. And I wouldn't try and do a plug all the way through, because I mean, if you can get it perfect, go for it. But I would just do a little plug like that. All right, I have a bunch of pictures to share that Mike sent me of his whole process of making the jig, and I will share those in just a sec. He also has detailed instructions on them, on how to make your own. I was talking to him too about maybe making them for sale. So if it's something you're interested in, leave it down in the comments, and I will. I'm sure he will see it, and we'll pass it along and see if maybe it's something that people might be interested in. All right, before I share those pictures with the instructions, I have two other things. One of them, Fabian from Fabian's Tiny Workshop. Thank you so much, Fabian. I will get a sticker headed back your way. Thank you. And Todd Holloman, he's a young wood turner. He lives right down the road from me, about 10 miles. He is doing a Bowls for Charity, or a Bowls for Good. It's a charity organization in Florida. So he's, I will put a link down below to a video he did on his YouTube channel and the Facebook page for Bowls for Good. So he's doing a contest. The Bowls for Good, you can mail in bowls to them, but he's doing a contest too where you can win some prizes. He's giving away bowl blanks and some t-shirts and coffee mugs and stuff like that. And once we get all the bowls in, I'm going to go down there and we're going to judge them. So it should be fun, and it's all good. It's good for charity. All right, so I'll put a link to that video on his channel and the Facebook page there. And I want to share something else real quick. So Glenn sent me this. It's Yorkshire Grit. I know the irony is not lost. I know it's the 4th of July and I'm promoting Glenn's stuff. Anyway, I used it on a box. I tried my hand at piercing this weekend. I put a picture up on my Patreon page too, but the stuff is fantastic. You sand up to 220 and then you just it's just a paste. It's a grit paste. You just sand with that just kind of work it into the wood for about a minute or so, and here's a detailed picture of that. There's no scratches, no sanding scratches at all. So fantastic stuff. And I'm doing this for the video on Friday, so I'll show you the whole process of how I did it. I know there's some other videos up of that stuff, but thank you very much, Glenn. I appreciate it, and it works great. All right, the Yin Yang bowl. I'm just gonna let the pictures go here, and you can pause the video along the way if you want to make your own, so you can kind of read what he wrote. It's step by step on how to do it, and if you follow this along, he's made several different patterns now, or sizes of the pattern, and they all came out perfect. This seam is it's phenomenal. So I'll let the pictures just run here, and you can pause the video and follow along, because there's a lot to read there. All right, I think that is about it for me, though. I have a club demo coming up on Thursday for a Portland club, and I'm doing 3-piece boxes. That's kind of why I did the box. I want a demonstration piece when I go there. Yeah, I was messing around doing a little piercing with it too, which was kind of fun, and might play around with that a little bit more. All right, if this is your first time here, I have a new project video every Friday on my main channel, and if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to both. Till next time, take care.